Hey, so I'm at the natural food store, and here we have the water for 25 cents a gallon. And all you have to do is position your bottle so that you can pour straight in. And I'm gonna have 5 gallons for $1.25. And I'm also getting some eggs. You can check out that. Look at the color on those eggs. I always check my cartons to make sure all the eggs are not cracked. Oh, those look great. I love them. I can't wait to have an omelet tomorrow. Yay! It's still filling up. You know, as a kid, I probably would have been mesmerized by watching the bubbles. Reverse osmosis process. It even shows how it works and what it will filter out. And I'm telling you, this is an amazing machine for filtering water. You'll have the best water, way better than anything that you can find in a bottle. That's good stuff. So I'm on the way home, and I just left the natural food store. Got the water and the eggs. My car is usually hot, even though I use one of those visors during the day. And that sound right there, that tapping sound, is a bad blend door actuator. And it's a tiny little part. And it only costs like 15-20 bucks. But to get to it, I have to take some of the lower part of the dash off if it's on the driver's side. If it's on the passenger side, I have to take out the glove box and a little panel to get access to it on that side. And what that does is it controls the temperature when you go, say, warmer or cold. And it doesn't stay on long, but it does come on randomly, even when the car is off, which really freaks some people out, because like they'll be walking by at the, I'm parked at the store, and at a distance I can see somebody walk by and it starts tapping. They're like double checking to make sure I didn't touch it. It's really funny, and it's also really frustrating because it's so hot in this car until it actually starts to cool down. So it starts, I'll normally have it on cool, and then I'll change it to warm, and then I'll change it back to cool. So it just went from warm. Now I got to put it down on cool, and then it'll actually cool down the car. Which I could probably lose a little bit more weight if I leave it on hot, but it is summertime. This is Arkansas, and I don't want to have heat stroke in the car and pass out at the wheel. So I think it's better to be safe than sorry. And yeah, it's kind of weird. Anybody else like, how can you stand that? It's really annoying, and it is kind of annoying until you get used to it. It's kind of like you just drown it out, and instead of paying attention to that sound, I pay attention to whatever else I want to pay attention to, which is usually listening to the radio or something. Or if I'm talking to my wife on the phone and it starts up, we're like, hold on, the tapping. And then we have to wait until the tapping subsides, and then we talk again. It's a lot of fun. But this is now the end of my third week on my journey to lose weight and get into better health. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've had a couple meals here or there where I didn't follow the meal plan that I was on, which I'm not going to do that every day. If something comes up and I decide I want to participate with what other people are doing, I will probably deviate. Not necessarily the greatest way to have a weight loss plan, but it's not just a weight loss plan, it's also a living my life plan. And you probably noticed that I have not been posting a whole bunch of reviews, and I'm going to post them probably on Sunday afternoon or something. I guess I feel like I'm kind of tired of, I don't want to say I'm tired of posting them. I mean, I like what I'm doing, but I feel like if you're not using that product or not planning to use the product and that's all that I'm posting, then it's kind of boring and you may not want to watch. So I'm going to start talking about some other stuff. I've been reading a lot about different weight loss plans, and I'm on a message board or like forum about weight loss, and I'm taking time and reading what other people are doing and trying to see what do I want to do next, because I'm not going to stay on Nutrisystem the whole time. Not only is it would that get really boring, but I'm not so ecstatic about the Nutrisystem foods that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. This is great. I want to try some other stuff. And so this weekend, I'm really considering branching out to maybe an Atkins style meal plan, see how that works for maybe a couple weeks, and go from there. And I was talking to a guy that I work with. He didn't know that I do this channel, and I was telling him about it and telling him about my idea to have some ridiculously hot wings this weekend, which I was thinking about doing last weekend, but the place was so busy I couldn't. Well, I was looking at their menu, and they actually have the Blazin Challenge to go. So if it's really busy and I can't get in there when we go to town, I can always order it to take home, put them in the toaster oven or something, heat them back up to the temperature and crispiness that I would like to eat, and then do like a live stream from the house. And then you can see me eat these ridiculously hot wings there, which, if you don't know about the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazin Hotwing Challenge, it is made from, the sauce is made from Carolina Reaper peppers. And a really hot jalapeno can be like 5,000 to 7,000 on the Scoville heat rating, and the Carolina Reaper pepper is 2 million. So it's ridiculously hot. A ghost pepper is around 1 million on that scale, and habaneros are about 500,000. And like 5-6 years ago or something, Buffalo Wild Wings hottest sauce was based off habanero, like a concentrated habanero, but still off the habanero. Now, then they changed it to the ghost pepper, and it was probably the ghost pepper for like 3 or 4 years. Now it's the Carolina Reaper pepper. And now it's like, if you've ever seen that show, the Hot Ones, or the interviews that they do online, and like that last dab XXX is like 2 million on there. So I'm going to be eating like that last level of heat, but like on that show, they only have to take a bite. I'm going to be eating like 12 wings, so it's a lot more of it that I'm going to be taking in. And if I do it at home, I'm still going to adhere to the same rules, try to keep it within 6 minutes and not drink anything afterwards for 5 minutes, not wipe my hands off or anything like that. It's going to be the full experience. And I just love hot food. A lot of times, if there's an option for spicy or not spicy on a menu, my eyes go straight to the spicy stuff first. I love spicy Thai curry. I love just about anything that I can get that's hot. I like. So myself out there and let you see me suffer, which I expect when I do it. I'm going to probably get a little bit pale and maybe turn a little bit red, maybe a couple times. I'm gonna sweat a bunch, and it's gonna go from, room temperature, I'm comfortable, to all of a sudden just beads of sweat dripping, and I'll probably get a little bit shaky while I'm eating, just because it's that hot and that intense of an experience. It's gonna be something to see. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video because I'm driving and I want to make sure I'm paying attention to these people. It is Friday afternoon and on the way home, and as you get out of town, you would think that maybe highway road traffic might be safer than some of the craziness from in town, but not necessarily. You get some people that are impatient from being in town. They finally get out onto the road and they're ready to floor it and ready to do some crazy stuff. And it's I have a really bad habit of, I want to say bad habit, but bad luck of having somebody do something dumb right in front of me. People pull out right in front of me, they slam on their brakes and turn right in front of me, they cut in front of me, all kinds of crazy stuff. And it seems like it happens almost every day. And I used to joke about it, and my wife rode with me a couple times, a few days in a row, and it was just bam, right in front of us. And we've had several close calls where if I wasn't paying attention to what was going on around me, I'd have had an accident. So yeah, I definitely need to be paying attention.